Welcome to 3 Minutes of Tehillim. We are up to Perek Tzadi Aleph, Psalm 91. Yoshe B'Seser Elyon. This is, we often say Yoshe B'Seser Elyon at a Levaya. We say it Motzei Shabbos. We say it at Kriya Shema Alamita. What is the common denominator? So in the past, we've spoken about how the Perek may be somewhat of a transition period, moving from the weekday from Shabbos into the weekday, transitioning from Olam Hazeh to Olam Haba. It also could be a time of din, a time where we need a special protection, which is what the Perek is about. And we say that Hashem should give us protection and lo tira mipachad layla. We shouldn't be afraid of the fear at night, the fear of night. But I'd like to suggest a different explanation today, and that is found in another emphasis in the Perek, of the emphasis of a theme of tzel, of shade. Pasuk Aleph, Yoshe B'Seser Elyon. You who dwell on high, or the shelter on the Most High. B'tzel Shakai Yisonon. In the shade of the protection of Shakai. What does this mean? Tzel Shakai. Also, further in the Perek, Ki hu yitzilucha mipach yakush midavar havos. He will save you from some translate this as the trap, or some understanding of the root of tzel. What exactly is this emphasis of tzel? So I saw that Rashi on Tehillim, he quotes from a pasuk in Shir Hashirim. So I looked up that pasuk, and that pasuk also it says, "B'tzilo chimadati v'yoshavti." I sit in delight in his shade. What does this mean? So the Sforno says in Shir Hashirim that this is a reference to Matan Torah, a reference to the giving of the Torah. So if you weren't confused before, now you're certainly confused. So I like to humbly suggest the following. It's along the same theme as we mentioned yesterday. The human existence is finite. We all are born and then we die, and we could be overwhelmed at times with a sense of, like we mentioned yesterday, the banality and the seeming futile nature of human existence. And what's the point of it all? And I think that we mentioned before, if we connect ourselves to Torah, we connect ourselves to Hashem, things that actually transcend our finite human existence, then we could derive meaning even within the limited human existence that we have, because we're not limited to just our own lives. We're connected to Nitzchias, we're connected to eternity. That's as close as a human life can come to the divine, which is infinite, which is Torah, which is what we referenced before. Matan Torah was an experience of shade. Why of shade? Because shade is you're not touching the thing itself. You're not feeling the tree, but you're in the tree's presence. And that's the existence of shade. That's the why Matan Torah is and Shir Hashirim referenced as shade, because you are, as a human being, finite, but you're in the presence of something that is beyond this world. And that's a concept of shade. Shade is you're in the presence, but you're not actually touching the thing itself. And that's why we say it at a levaya, at a funeral, because when a person loses someone, there's a sense of, this is it, they're gone. But the truth is, in Jewish thought, we don't believe people die. Bodies die. But people, the neshama, lives on. It's a change in the relationship. You don't have the person there in the same way, but they're still with us. We're still in their presence. We're still with them in their shade. And that's what I think is this emphasis in the Perek of shade, of transitions, which is also, we're not going to tie it all together, but the idea of Matan Torah, the transcending our human existence. And that's what a person transitions from this world into the next world. It's a shift from being with them in the present physical form, but then we're still in their presence, in their shade, without touching them, without feeling them, but we're still with their presence.